We're now taking you live to Dibrugarh in Assam. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to participate in the emergency landing facility inauguration on Moran Bypass in Dibrugarh. These visuals are now coming in from Dibrugarh, Assam. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on a visit to Assam. Prime Minister is to land at the emergency landing facility ELF on Moran Bypass in Dibrugarh. Those visuals coming in from Dibrugarh, northeastern state of Assam. ELF or Emergency Landing Facility is the first of its kind in northeast India. It will serve as critical asset for strategic requirements in emergency response during natural disasters. Those visuals coming in from Dibrugarh, and the visuals, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has in fact arrived in Dibrugarh, just landed a short while ago. Prime Minister participating in the inauguration of emergency landing facility on Moran Bypass, Dibrugarh. Prime Minister landed in a Lockheed Martin C-130J Super Hercules airlifter aircraft used in special operations for transporting troops to high altitude areas. Those visuals of the C-130J Super Hercules landing in Moran Bypass in Dibrugarh. ELF or Emergency Landing Facility is first of its kind in northeast India. It is set to serve as a critical asset for strategic requirements and emergency response during natural disasters. In the visuals, you can see the C-130J Super Hercules, the aircraft. It's a tactical airlifter used for special operations and transporting troops to high altitude areas. The day will also witness a show of India's air power with a display of various aircraft, helicopters and other assets. Those visuals coming in from Dibrugarh. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates the emergency landing facility in Dibrugarh, Assam. Prime Minister is visiting Assam to launch host of development projects. This is the first part of Prime Minister's visit. In those visuals that we are showing to you shows the inauguration of the emergency landing facility with the landing of C-130J Super Hercules, a tactical airlifter used in special operations for transporting troops to high altitude areas. It's a historic event. And DD India correspondent Akshay Dongre is joining us from the venue in Dibrugarh where this inauguration ceremony is taking place. Akshay, just take us through the events that have taken place so far. We can see the visuals of the Super Hercules landing and Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the venue.
Well, Shubhendu, as far as the present activity here at the emergency landing facility is concerned, if you can see the live visual. Fighter jet also here, the C-130J Super Hercules aircraft that landed had Prime Minister in it, and now the Prime Minister has come on the stage as far as the inauguration of this facility is concerned. And in a short while from now, we will see the takeoff of the Su-30MKI from this emergency landing facility to demonstrate how the facility is going to work in any kind of emergency scenario, emergency situation, be it a conflict or any kind of requirement that the Air Force requires this trip for. So, as far as the events of the day are concerned, these Sukhoi 30 Rafales, Dornier, C-130J and advanced light helicopters have already landed here at the emergency landing facility, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi also, along with the C-130J that landed on the emergency landing strip, himself demonstrated while directly inaugurating the landing facility by showcasing how he himself has confidence as far as the capability of this landing facility is concerned. So right now, what we can see is the Sukhoi 30 MKI getting ready for the takeoff. There is a large crowd of the people of Assam as well here, and in a short while from now, after achieving the required power, the Sukhoi 30 will take off from the landing facility. So, reminding our viewers why these kind of facilities are important because in any kind of situation where your airports are not functional, then you literally have no place to land these aircraft at. You cannot land them at any highway. You cannot land them at any, at any strip which is not specialized for these kind of not only fighter aircraft but also the transport aircraft that are heavier than the civil aircraft that have more complex requirements as far as the landing facilities are concerned. So in any kind of situation where these fighters may be required to land or take off, these facilities can come in handy. And because highways are in a way unlimited as far as...
Right, Akshay, we're looking at those visuals of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. These visuals are now coming in live from Dibrugarh, Assam.
অসমৰ মুখ্যমন্ত্ৰী ডক্টৰ হিমন্ত বিশ্ব শৰ্মা মহোদয়ক মাননীয় প্ৰধানমন্ত্ৰী মহোদয়ক গামোচাৰে সম্বৰ্ধনা জনাবলৈ আমি অনুৰোধ জনাইছো। असम के संस्कृति के प्रतीक गामोछा से माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का अभिनंदन किया जा रहा है। एया गामोचारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री महोदयक आमी सम्बर्धना जनाइছো। एबार অসমীয়া সংস্কৃতিৰ আন এক প্ৰতীক জাপিৰে আদৰণি প্ৰধানমন্ত্ৰী মহোদয়ক সম্বৰ্ধনা জনাব माननीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय। असम के संस्कृति के प्रतीक है ये जापी जो माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को वेद किया जा रहा है। চুতীয়া ৰাজ্যৰ অন্তিম গৰাকী ৰাণী সতী সাধনীৰ এখন প্ৰতিচ্ছবি মাননীয় প্ৰধানমন্ত্ৰী মহোদয়ক উপহাৰ হিচাপে আগবঢ়াবলৈ মাননীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্ৰী মহোদয়ক আমি অনুৰোধ জনালো। মুগাত সোণ আৰু প্ৰাকৃতিকভাৱে তৈয়াৰী ৰঙেৰে নিৰ্মাণ কৰা হৈছে এই প্ৰতিচ্ছবি। वीर रानी सती साधनी का एक प्रतिच्छवि उपहार स्वरूप आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को भेंट किया जा रहा है। अब मैं चीफ ऑफ द एयर स्टाफ एयर चीफ मार्शल AP सिंह जी से हमारे परम आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को अभिनंदन करने के लिए अनुरोध करती हूँ। भारतीय वायुसेना का एक स्मृति चिन्ह माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को उपहार के तौर पे दिया जा रहा है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को आसन ग्रहण करने के लिए मैं अनुरोध करती हूँ। अब वो पल आ रहा है जहां नीले आसमान में भारतीय वायुसेना अपनी शक्ति प्रदर्शित करते हुए नजर आएगी। एटिया নীলাকাশত ভাৰতীয় বায়ুসেনাৰ শক্তি সামৰ্থ্য আহক আমি সকলোৱে প্ৰত্যক্ষ কৰোঁ। সাক্ষী হৈ ৰওঁ অভূতপূৰ্ব এয়াৰ শ্ব'ৰ।
Before we get on to the brass tacks, let's familiarize ourselves with the flow of today's events. The event will start with the takeoff of air superiority fighters of the Indian Air Force, the Su-30MKI and Rafale lined up on the far right edge of the runway, followed by touch-and-go maneuvers by AN-32 aircraft. Thereafter, we will witness overshoot and landing operations by Su-30MKI and Rafale fighter jets. At the end, special heliborne operations and humanitarian assistance and disaster relief will be demonstrated by our very own indigenous advanced light helicopter ALH Mark III.
देवियों एवं सज्जनों, मुख्य कार्यक्रम शुरू करने से पहले आइए आज के कार्यक्रम की रूपरेखा से परिचित हो जाएं। सबसे पहले हम भारतीय वायुसेना के लड़ाकू विमान की गर्जनकर्ता फ्लाई पास्ट का साक्षी बनेंगे, जो इस ऐतिहासिक क्षण की शुरुआत का प्रतीक होगा। इसके बाद मोरान आपातकालीन लैंडिंग सुविधा पर AN-32 विमान, सुखोई 30 MKI और रफाल लड़ाकू विमानों द्वारा टच एंड गो अभ्यास और लैंडिंग का प्रदर्शन किया जाएगा। इसके पश्चात भारतीय वायुसेना द्वारा विशेष हेलीबॉर्न ऑपरेशन तथा उन्नत हेलीकॉप्टरों के माध्यम से मानवीय सहायता और आपदा राहत कार्यों का प्रदर्शन किया जाएगा। यह भारतीय वायुसेना के पायलटों की सटीकता और कौशलता को उजागर करता है। इसके बाद ये लड़ाकू विमान मोरान राजमार्ग से टेक ऑफ करेंगे, जो भविष्य में भारतीय वायुसेना के संचालन के लिए नई संभावनाओं का मार्ग प्रशस्त करेगा।
In a nation as vast and diverse as India, the ability to respond swiftly in the times of crisis is not merely a necessity, it's a solemn commitment. a commitment that Indian Air Force and leadership have consistently demonstrated, ensuring protection and preparedness of our borders, skies and citizens. With the vision of strengthening the Indian Air Force's operational reach, this project marks a new era in the national security and defense capabilities. The emergency landing facility is an innovation that will allow fighter aircraft, transport planes and helicopters to make critical landings even in the most remote and inaccessible regions of our country.
आज हम एक ऐसे महत्वपूर्ण अवसर पर इकट्ठे हुए हैं जहां हम आपातकालीन लैंडिंग सुविधा के उपयोग को प्रस्तुत कर रहे हैं, जो भारतीय वायुसेना के अदम्य साहस और अभिनव विचारों को दर्शाता है। वर्ष 2018 में भारतीय वायुसेना ने एक नया कदम उठाया था, एक ऐसी कल्पना को विकसित करते हुए जो भारत के राजमार्गों को सामरिक क्षमता के रूप में बदल दे। एक ऐसी दृष्टि जिसमें जो राजमार्ग पहले लोगों और सामान के यातायात के लिए थे, उन्हें भी आपातकाल के दौरान रनवे बनाया जा सकता है। ये एक प्रगतिशील और दूरदर्शिता से भरी सोच है, जो न सिर्फ अनजाने संकटों का सामना करने में मदद करेगी, बल्कि राष्ट्र को हर स्थिति का सामना करने की ताकत दे रही है।
And now we commence today's flying operations. To the far right of the runway, call sign Karn, piloted by Group Captain Saurabh Adhikari with Flight Lieutenant Mansi. The Su-30MKI is now ready to take flight to the blue yonder. The aircraft delivers raw, unmistakable power. And look out for the air-to-air missiles at the wingtips, allowing the fighter to transform instantly from a highway visitor to an air dominance predator. Watch closely the thrust vectoring nozzles and how they assist in early liftoff despite the aircraft mass.
कॉल साइन कर्ण उड़ान भरने के लिए तैयार है। इस विमान की शक्ति अचूक और अद्वितीय है। यह लड़ाकू विमान तीव्र गति के साथ ऊपर जाएगा और देखते ही देखते हमारे आकाश का रक्षक बन जाएगा।
And notice the aircraft is now opening full power. And now the afterburners are engaged. And now call sign Eklavya, piloted by SCON leader Masan. The Rafale aircraft is now lined up for departure. You'll now witness the aircraft getting airborne in less than 500 meters and being combat ready within seconds of leaving the ground.
कॉल साइन एकलव्य रफाल विमान अब उड़ान भरने के लिए तैयार है। आक्रामक तरीके से ऊपर चढ़ते हुए यह विमान जमीन छोड़ने के कुछ ही क्षण में युद्ध के लिए तैयार हो जाता है।
And what you just heard was the sound of air dominance. And now from the horizon on your right emerges a bird of steel, a symbol of strength and reliability, Indian Air Force's stalwart, the AN-32 aircraft. Call sign Balram, flown by Group Captain Dagar with Wing Commander Rakshit.
AN-32 विमान भारतीय वायुसेना का वर्क हॉर्स यानी सबसे भरोसेमंद विमान माना जाता है। उत्तर पूर्वी क्षेत्रों में तैनात सुरक्षा बलों को हवाई मदद देता है।
Look at the precision. The pilot is aligning a massive transport aircraft. The wheels touch down and roll down the highway, proving that no place is out of reach of Indian Air Force and Naya Bharat. The reinforcements and support can reach anywhere in the shortest possible time. And now turn your eyes to the skies as the fighters run in from your right. Coming in hot, approaching the Moran Emergency Landing Facility are the mighty Su-30MKI. Flying in wick formation, this is the Arjun formation of number 102 Squadron, led by Group Captain APS Saini.
अब आप सभी अपना ध्यान आकाश की ओर करें। दाहिनी ओर से मोरान आपातकालीन लैंडिंग सुविधा की ओर बढ़ते हुए दिखाई दे रहे हैं भारतीय वायुसेना के शक्तिशाली सुखोई 30 लड़ाकू विमान।
In a short while, the wick formation will emerge tearing through the clouds. Ladies and gentlemen, be on the lookout for the mighty Su-30MKI. The Sukhoi 30 is the mainstay of Indian Air Force. This air superiority multi-role fighter jet is capable of employing modern long-range precision weapons like BrahMos and Astra. It's one of the most agile platforms of the Indian Air Force. Its operations from this emergency landing facility, combined with lethal weapon systems, provide reach beyond borders in no time.
यह लड़ाकू विमान आधुनिक लंबी दूरी के सटीक हथियार जैसे ब्रह्मोस और अस्त्र मिसाइलों को संचालित करने में सक्षम है। यह भारतीय वायुसेना के सबसे फुर्तीले और सक्षम विमानों में से एक है। इस आपातकालीन लैंडिंग सुविधा से इन विमानों का संचालन अत्याधुनिक हथियार प्रणालियों के साथ मिलकर सीमाओं के पार भी त्वरित प्रतिक्रिया देने की क्षमता प्रदान करता है।
And now you'll witness the most demanding and rare demonstrations of the military aviation. Look to the right. Call sign Arjun 3, piloted by Squadron Leader Bhadoria with Flight Lieutenant Benipal, is now coming in for an overshoot. Observe the massive lifting body and thrust vectoring authority.
कृपया अपनी दाहिनी ओर देखें। कॉल साइन अर्जुन 2, जिसका संचालन विंग कमांडर सौरभ जायसवाल और फ्लाइट लेफ्टिनेंट यश पुनिया कर रहे हैं, अब ओवरशूट के लिए स्वयं को संरेखित कर रहा है।
And now the most awaited moment, coming in from the far right, call sign Arjun 1, piloted by Group Captain APS Saini with Flight Lieutenant Jadhav, is now aligning for landing. Weighing over 38 tons, this twin-engine fighter demands nothing but absolute precision while landing on this highway. And touchdown. Shoots out, aircraft landed, mission accomplished. And now coming in from the right, in the wig formation, are the Rafales of number 101 Squadron. Call sign Abhimanyu. Leading this formation is Group Captain Arun Kumar. Emerging from the horizon, the Rafale, India's most advanced multi-role fighter, tip of the spear in Indian Air Force's arsenal.
तेजस्वी आभा के साथ दाहिने तरफ से आते हुए रफाल फाइटर जेट।
And now look out for the sharp peel-off as the aircraft will now take a circuit. And now look out for the sharp peel-off.
आजा जिंदे शामी आने के तले है आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले है
Against the backdrop of Jai Ho, the fighters proudly roar over the skies of Assam and the mighty Brahmaputra Valley. Rafale is a 4.5 generation fighter jet spearheading the Indian Air Force's air operations. It's capable of carrying weapons like Scalp and Meteor missiles and is equipped with one of the most advanced avionics. The Rafale's operation from Moran demonstrate Indian Air Force's commitments towards securing national interest and staying true to be the sentinels of the eastern skies.
रफाल एक अत्याधुनिक लड़ाकू विमान है जो वायुसेना के हवाई अभियानों का नेतृत्व करता है। यह स्कैल्प और मेटेओर जैसे अत्याधुनिक शस्त्र ले जाने में सक्षम है।
And now Abhimanyu 2 and 3 will carry out a low overshoot over the ELF and number 1 will land. Coming in from the right, behind the controls, Flight Lieutenant Shoraveer.
कॉल साइन अभिमन्यु 2 जिसका संचालन स्क्वाड लीडर चांदगुड़े कर रहे हैं ओवरशूट के लिए अग्रसर है। यह लड़ाकू विमान राष्ट्र की सुरक्षा का सशक्त प्रतीक बनकर हमारे साहस और आत्मनिर्भर भारत की ताकत को दर्शाता है।
And here comes call sign Abhimanyu 1, piloted by Group Captain Arun Kumar, aligning for landing. And touchdown. This is where Rafale excels. Short landing distance and high authority. Perfectly suited for dispersed operation from all types of landing strips. Having seen the fighter operations, the splendid and immaculate display from this emergency landing facility, next to come is the advanced light helicopter. This indigenously developed helicopter is not only a symbol of technological excellence, but a lifetime during times of crisis.
ALH हेलीकॉप्टर स्वदेश में विकसित केवल तकनीकी उत्कृष्टता का प्रतीक ही नहीं बल्कि प्राकृतिक आपदाओं के समय एक जीवन रेखा भी है। कल्पना कीजिए उस परिस्थिति की जब बाढ़ या भूकंप के कारण हमारे देश का कोई हिस्सा दुर्गम हो जाता है। जब आपदा में फंसे लोगों की उम्मीद टूटने लगती है, तब यह विमान सबसे पहले सहायता के लिए पहुंचता है। आज हम इसके दोनों स्वरूपों के साक्षी होंगे। शांति काल में यह जीवन रेखा है और युद्ध के समय एक सजग एवं सक्षम योद्धा है।
এতিয়া আমাৰ মাজলৈ আহি আছে ভাৰততে নিৰ্মিত শক্তিশালী হেলিকপ্টাৰ ALH। এই হেলিকপ্টাৰখন কেৱল এটা যন্ত্ৰই নহয়, এই বিপদৰ সময়ত আমাৰ বাবে এক আশাৰ ৰশ্মি।
And now, ladies and gentlemen, shift your gaze towards the far right. Coming in line astern formation are Nakul 1, flown by Wing Commander Amber and Flight Lieutenant Mayuk, and number 2, flown by Wing Commander Himanshu and Flight Lieutenant Janvi. They'll be making a swift landing at this ELF.
अब आपके सामने अदम्य साहसी गरुड़ कमांडोज के साथ तीव्र गति से अग्रसर होता हुआ नकुल फॉर्मेशन।
Watch closely, as you would not want to miss out that in no time at all, our elite special forces, the Garuds, will move on to the objective area. The precision, the speed and lethal accuracy, all in motion. Ladies and gentlemen, be on the lookout and see how swiftly the Garud commandos tread onto the objective area. Their planned and precise moves help them achieve tactical advantage, taking the enemy by surprise.
पायलटों की दक्षता को ध्यान से देखिए। अपने मिशन को सफल करने के पश्चात शत्रु क्षेत्र से सुरक्षित दूरी स्थापित कर चुके हैं और पीछे छोड़ जाते हैं एक ऐसी टुकड़ी जो पूर्णतः सजग और शत्रु की सीमा के भीतर कार्यवाही के लिए तैयार है।
In situations of natural calamities, the Indian Air Force has been at the forefront of nation's humanitarian assistance and disaster relief efforts. In such eventualities, citizens do need immediate medical attention irrespective of availability of the airfield. Look up once again. Here you see call sign Sehdev 1, piloted by Wing Commander Chandan and Squadron Leader Ashwant, and number 2, piloted by Squadron Leader Anil and Flight Lieutenant Shashank, coming in configured as casualty evacuation platform. Be on the lookout as Sehdev sweep in for humanitarian assistance to rescue the citizens, ensuring they receive immediate medical attention while being airlifted to safety. Be on the lookout. In a short moment, you will see how this cabin, designed for rapid reconfiguration, turns into an airborne ICU, providing immediate medical care. What you're experiencing is not just an air display, it is the aerial articulation of a rising India. This indigenous marvel stands as a testament to India's vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. And with this, we come to the end of today's flying display and operationalization of the first emergency landing facility of the Northeast India here at Moran. We now prepare to bid farewell to our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji. He is now departing from this venue, carrying with him pride and aspirations of the nation. His presence here today has further strengthened our resolve towards progress, security and self-reliance.
हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का कुशल नेतृत्व आज भारत को नई ऊर्जा, आत्मविश्वास और नई दिशा की तरफ ले जा रहा है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री एक दूरदर्शी मार्गदर्शक के रूप में राष्ट्र को नई सोच।
You're watching Prime Minister Narendra Modi's participation in a special air show taking place in Dibrugarh, Assam. The program was the inauguration of Emergency Landing Facility or ELF on Moran Bypass. It's a national highway in Dibrugarh, Assam. It's the first of its kind capability demonstration in the northeast for India. Prime Minister there himself came in an Indian Air Force aircraft and